good morning. It is Sunday, and this week we are going to I'm going to try out a weekly vlog. So it's Sunday, the beginning of the week, and I'm going to take you through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, okay? I have been having some throat issues. I think it might be silent reflux. And I think that might be connected to I don't really know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some fasting to give all of my digestive system a rest. And honestly, just to give my mind a rest. I don't know about you, but sometimes I just get really tired of eating. Just the whole thing. I'm over it. So that's what we're gonna be doing this week. We'll get in pool time, walks, some sunrise and sunset walks, which are my favorite. My husband's coming to visit on Thursday, so we're excited about that. And do some cleaning and just have a good week. So let's do this. So, I'm going to give you a little update on my throat issue. So, over the last month or so, I've noticed that my throat, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like I felt like I could feel it, almost like there was pressure there, almost like it was raw. I don't know, just not that there was pain, just like a sensation that you don't normally feel. And so I was really uncomfortable about that, and it would flare up at certain times. And so anyways, like I told you, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stop eating, let it rest. Clearly it's inflamed. Not sure. Well, eventually I put the dots together. I'm like, okay, I think it's inflamed. That's why it's feeling that way. Anyway, so I fasted almost 24 hours, and then I broke my fast with my electrolytes, and shortly after, so I went to bed, things felt pretty normal in the morning, and then I had my electrolytes and it flared, and I was like, okay, so that was a sign. And then it pretty much was agitated the rest of the day, and I ate, even after I ate and everything. So then I was like, okay, tomorrow, which was yesterday, Monday, I'm going to skip the electrolytes, because I've been drinking a ton of these electrolytes, guys, because I live in Vegas, and last time I lived in Vegas, I had a permanent headache, and I didn't know why. I literally had a headache for months, just a continuous, persistent headache while I slept, during the day. I went to the doctor. The doctor said it was allergies. It was definitely not allergies. I just was dehydrated, and I was drinking a ton. I just didn't realize I needed my electrolytes. So that was back in 2019 or whatever. So this go around, I was like, I'm not going to get a headache. So I drink my electrolytes, but I go through a ton of water. And so I've just been drinking so many electrolytes. I probably have drank one to three of these packs every day for a good 4 months at least. So I found the culprit, so we're headed to Costco to return them, and I'm going to try something different. I've tried to do my own homemade electrolytes, so with salt, lemon, but I really don't like putting sugar in it in the morning, especially when I'm fasting. So I found allulose monk fruit sweetener powder. So I had some of that today, and it didn't flare up, because I kind of thought, well, is it the citrus? And it didn't even flare up with a real lemon. So I don't know what they're putting in this liquid IV. but it ain't doing well with my throat. And I knew it. Like, I really don't like taking anything that's processed. Like, I really don't. And so I've tried to not drink those. I've tried different things because I know I'm just like, I don't trust this, especially when you're drinking. Like, it's one thing to have like processed food once in a while, but if it's something you're like drinking like consistently every single day, it's like, I don't like having something processed consistently. And so, yeah, so I'm actually happy about it because they're expensive. And, yeah, it's pushing me to like find a cheaper option that's healthier for me. It doesn't taste as good, but that's all right. I'd rather keep my esophagus intact. So it is Thursday and I am in full swing cleaning mode because I can't think of a name to call it. The him is coming to visit the her today. So yeah, my husband's coming to visit this weekend, and so if this is the first video you've watched of mine, then my husband lives in California and I live in Nevada, and we go back and forth to see each other. So he is coming to see me this weekend. And so we are cleaning the house to get it all. I like to get it nice and clean for him when he comes because we have a really nice house here and he spoils us with that. So yeah, we like to spoil him when he comes. So yeah, I'm doing the cleaning, and then I don't know I think he's gonna kind of plan the weekend. Haven't talked that much about it, but I do know what I'm making for food, kind of, this weekend. We'll probably play it by ear a little bit, but I have a little update on the throat situation. Things are good. I haven't been drinking the electrolytes, and things have been getting better. Well, no, they're good. Like, it pretty much went away. Sometimes I might be a little hypochondriac, and I'm like, oh, is it there? But nothing like it was. So super happy about that, because I don't know about you, but when something goes wrong with my body, it bothers me so bad and badly. And it's just such a wrench in your life when something in your body isn't working right. It's so annoying. So I'm so grateful that I don't have cancer. And, well, cross your fingers, knock on wood. I still kind of have an upper back issue, but that's slowly healing. It wasn't caused by my looking at my phone, but I think that's what made it really vulnerable, is that head position. And so I'm really careful to not look at my phone very much, honestly. And if I am, I'm laying on my bed, ideally with my feet up, to prevent varicose veins. So happy Thursday. So let's have a good weekend. So we've got big things Chris and I have been talking through this weekend, just like our plans, upcoming plans. So yeah, big changes coming down the pipeline. I'll let you know when they happen. I've learned not to preemptively say things, lest I don't like having to autocorrect or having to correct after the fact if something doesn't work out. So yeah, we're gonna go to Red Robin's. It's kind of like our little family tradition. We go to Red Robin's. The kids love it. I do too. They have good burgers there. I have a couple more days with Chris. Well, really like 1.5 days left. And then he's going to come back for Azalea's birthday. And then I'm going to go there the weekend after. I've launched the Bloom Room this week. It's been available, but and I've launched things before, but I had to relaunch. If you've been following, you know I've been chaotic in that area. But that's because I am such a poetic person, and the things that I create are very emotional, ethereal. It's just kind of like where I thrive is in that area of life, which it doesn't really quite match with building a business structure around something that's very poetic and emotional. And I'm a woman, and with that comes, I don't know, and I'm a specific type of woman. And so the things that I have a lot of ambition, however, I don't like being masculine. So it's been kind of tricky to figure out how to build something that protects my feminine energy and make sure that I'm still in my heart space, not warrior conqueror. That's in me and it's driving my engine, but it's important to me that I flow gracefully through life. So that's kind of like a backstory on why I change things a lot, because it comes back to how I am and my energy and how I relate with children, and so the Bloom Room has evolved into just the core point of it, like the core, because I've always known I have this astrology part of me, this fitness part of me, and this community side of me, and it's just kind of like layering them and knowing like, okay, is it learning chill hop and there's a community that supports it? Is it health and fitness and there's chill hop behind it? Is it an astrology community with, so I have all these things. And so ultimately I've concluded that I'm about community. I'm about primarily community and bringing people together so that we can have a support system where we grow and feel safe. And then the talents that I have, I bring to the community. My astrology education, but even then, I'm using it as like devotionals to just reorient our mind. It's nothing intensely. I'm not going to be pulling out astrology charts and doing math. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited about that. So I have a coupon code for the first 10 people to get in for free. So if you want to be one of the founding members, use code FIRST10 and go to thebloomroom.life and you can join. So, and you can find out more on the website, what we do in the community. My intention is to keep it feeling alive, but also peaceful, because that's another one of the tricky things, is that I want something that feels like it fills a void in your life, but with all of the noise we have going on in our world and social media and everything. I just spit out my gum. It's kind of annoying. I'm chewing. But it's important to me that doesn't crowd your mind, that it's actually going to edify and enrich your life, not just create more noise. And that's probably going to be like everything else, like you learn as you go. Anyways, if you want to be part of like helping me build the culture, then definitely use that code FIRST10, and I would love to see you in there. So anyways, my kids are out playing football over there. I'll give you a shot of them. And then I am going to go lay at the pool because I don't want to play football. So take Christopher to the airport, and I'm gonna edit this vlog, and then we'll be on to planning for the next week. So tune in next Sunday, and I will have another vlog showing you what went down. So hope y'all are doing well. Remember to join me in the Bloom Room. There's 2 of us in there, and it's a place, well, so one of the things that Christopher and I talked a lot about this weekend was motivation. And so just really fine-tuning our motivations and why we live, why do we get up. And I really believe with all my heart that the best motivation you can have is to be determined to be proud of yourself. And that's unique to you. It's going to be aligned with your unique values, your unique dreams. And so that's all of it. Being proud of you in your body, being proud of you in your competency, whatever skills you want to have, proud of whatever. It's creation, whatever you want to create and be proud of. It's having children, being proud of what you've created and how you're nurturing, all of it. Anything you can create that aligns with you, that springs from your own soul. That is what I believe the purpose of life is. That's the ideal purpose in life. And that is a fight, because the systems want you to be a follower, and being creative is not being a follower. That's being free and independent. And so the path of life is to fight for your own connection to yourself. And there's so much that this entails. Like, it sounds so simple is what I'm saying, but it really isn't simple to have the freedom to think for yourself, to choose for yourself. And in so doing, often you lose your tribe, because a lot of tribes are built around following, doing what you're supposed to do, keeping that tribe, and everyone's programmed in believing that that's the right way to be. And so it's not an easy thing to you have to work hard for your freedom. You have to work hard. Also, you need resources. You need money in order to create the things you want to create. And that comes after you've been able to pay for your shelter and your food and the basics, right? The basics for your kids, the basics. And so being creative comes after the basics. And so it's a fight. And so anyways, I've come to a place in my life where I can be creative, and I'm so grateful for that. And that's my message for everyone. And I still am working. It's never over. I always want to be able to protect that ability to create, and also to be proud, because I haven't really created the things I really want to create. I don't have self-esteem bursting out like I would like it to at this point. We're doing pretty good, but we can do better. And so yeah, that's what I believe in. So that's what the Bloom Room is about. It's about returning to yourself, knowing who you are, seeing what you value, and then doing the daily work to care for your body, care for your mind, care for your life, and having people in your corner who also believe in that. And instead of seeing each other as competition, we see each other as like a family, and we support each other and we encourage each other. And I have a bunch of resources in there that, you know, like Chill Hot Belly Dance. You don't have to like Chill Hot Belly Dance, but it's something that is good for your core. It's good for your mobility and your hips. And it's just a place where we can get together and move our body and feel feminine. And so that's what that's about. A lot of the live Chill Hop class that I offer in there is honestly a lot of dynamic stretching. It's just movement. It's just movement and mobility. And we use a lot of belly dance movements to have that mobility, which is really good for you and your core and your spine and your muscles, because there's a lot of isolations that you do in belly dance. So anyway, so that's just for fun. You don't have to want to be a belly dancer in order to join the Bloom Room and to do the live class with us, or to do it after I post it. And you can just skip it. I do a different post every day. If you go to my website, thebloomroom.life, you'll be able to see the things that I'm currently offering in there. And right now it's free. So you can join lifetime. I have full expectations of growing this, where it's not going to be free forever. So if you want to take that opportunity to join, it's really no risk other than that you have to talk to me. So anyways, have a good week, and we'll see you on Sunday, next Sunday. Bye.